had a boyfriend. And she kept on saying,
Your friend? Is that your friend?
she never acknowledged that it was his partner. And he had to explain that no, they were having sex. This is
not just a friend, this is my partner.
My name is Yawapa Siriwattasit. I'm a trans man and I've just changed my name to Derek. So you guys can call me Derek. And I'm currently working at an international law firm in Thailand as a patent consultant. I have experienced a lot of injustice in my life. My father got cheated out of his inheritance by his own siblings. I had faced discrimination by people that I trusted. And also I was sexually assaulted thrice when I was around 12 to 14 by 3 different people in a country where they would side with the perpetrator simply because he was a man.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
And it drove me towards law and its effects on creating justice for society as a whole, regardless of your sexual orientation and your gender identity. The process wasn't exactly a straight line. At first I thought I was a lesbian because I was attracted to women. And being in a Middle Eastern country for over 20 years, it was hard to come by resources which would help me identify myself in a particular sexual orientation or identify my gender and my sexual identity and so on. I was in an era where the internet was just starting out, so there was not much resources to go on. Everything was by trial and error, and after a while of being in relationships with women, mostly on the down low of course, like I said, I was in the Middle East and everything was very conservative there. The thing is that most of my partners kept on saying that I behaved more like a man than a butch lesbian. At first I was confused. I mean, to me, I didn't think there was a difference. Well, obviously there was. The first thing I got was culture shock. Obviously, I was in the Middle East for over 20 years. As for the issues that I had of being a queer trans person, well, it has gotten better. People are more accepting here. Even people of the older generation are a lot more open-minded now, especially when the newer generation are educating them about LGBTQ issues. So I find myself being more at home here, being more myself here. Closeted homophobia here in Thailand, especially amongst the elites. And these elites are usually of the baby boomer generation. They tolerate you. They just tolerate your existence as an LGBTQ person. They don't want you to talk about any LGBTQ issues. They don't really accept who you really are, and they try to evade the issue altogether. For example, I had a friend who was gay, and he tried to tell a woman, she seems to be around 50 or 60 years old, that he had a boyfriend. And she kept on saying,
Oh, is that your friend? Is that your friend?
She never acknowledged that it was his partner. And he had to explain that no, they were having sex.
Voice and his gestures, kind of shocked her. You could see it in her face that she was practically shell-shocked. So, and to them, it's okay if other people are queer or trans or whatever, just as long as one of their family members are not queer or trans. So this is what I mean by closeted homophobia. Nobody wants to be the bad person in Thailand. Nobody wants to lose face.
Embarrassing.
The message that I would like to give out to the world, especially to the LGBTQ community, is that help each other up. Pay it forward. You made it in your life, you help other people make it too. And you don't need to make a big splash. Life is not just about making big splashes. You can create little but meaningful ripples, and these will have wide-ranging implications. And as for the straight cisgender people especially, I would say be a good ally. We are all human here. We are facing the same hardships that we are now. We all know what is going on in the world. So why not just see each other as human first and everything else later? If you see injustice, do your best to do something to correct that. Because if you allow injustice to fester, then in time that injustice will come after you. So this benefits you as well. This benefits society as a whole. So why not be human and compassionate? Let's all be brave and be compassionate. And educate yourselves on what society should be and could be instead of what society is right now. And let's work towards that together. See you guys in the next video.